The magician stands at the very beginning of manifestation. After the fool takes the first step into the unknown, the magician is the one who begins to shape the unseen into the seen. If the fool symbolizes pure potential and emptiness, a void filled with infinite possibilities, then the magician is the force that selects, defines, and acts. This card marks the exact moment where something starts to take form. The transition from the spiritual to the physical, from the abstract to the real, begins here. In the imagery of the magician, we see a figure standing before a table, with all four suits of the tarot, wand, cup, sword, and pentacle, laid out in front of him. Above his head, the infinity symbol floats, representing infinite potential and divine connection. One hand points to the sky, the other to the earth, invoking the ancient Hermetic axiom, as above, so below. This posture is more than symbolic. It's an affirmation. The magician knows that he is the channel through which energy flows. He is not passive. He is the actor. The white robe represents purity of intent, while the red cloak shows passion and will. The roses and lilies growing at his feet hint at the blossoming of life and spirit. Everything in this image speaks of readiness, confidence, and the capacity to bring about real transformation. He doesn't hope for change, he initiates it. He's not wondering what could happen, he's making it happen. This card is a reminder that you already have the tools. The magician says, everything you need is already within your reach. You don't have to wait for something external to give you permission or power. The time to act is now. Use your skills, your intelligence, your intuition. Gather your resources, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and move forward with focused intention. The magician is not about luck. It's about aligning your will with the universe and then taking concrete action. It calls for deliberate focus. Are your goals clear? Are your actions aligned with your purpose? Are you ready to bring something into the world that only you can manifest? This card says, then start. In a reading, the magician can appear when you are on the edge of beginning something powerful. It could be a new job, a creative endeavor, a spiritual commitment, or even a change in mindset. Whatever it is, the energy is ripe for creation. But the card always reminds you, nothing will happen without action. You must be willing to participate in the creation of your own reality. However, the magician also carries a shadow. It can warn of manipulation, illusion, or deceit. When reversed or misaligned, this card may point to someone who uses charm and intelligence, not to create, but to control. It becomes the trickster, skilled at sleight of hand and illusion, but disconnected from integrity. This darker side reminds us to stay rooted in authenticity. Power without wisdom leads to destruction. In the progression of the major arcana, the magician is the very first step towards self-actualization. If the fool is the soul before incarnation, then the magician is the soul choosing to act in the material world. It's the bridge between the divine spark and human experience. It says, you have the power to choose. What will you create? This card also speaks to self-belief. When you draw the magician, it's a message that you are capable. Doubt may be present, but you don't need to wait for proof. The act of creation itself will show you your power. Step into your role. Don't shrink back. The universe works through you, but only when you take the first move. The magician is also closely connected to communication. In astrology, it's linked to Mercury, the planet of speech, thought, and transmission. This connection underscores the importance of clarity, of being precise in your intentions, honest in your words, and thoughtful in your delivery. Your words shape your world. In modern contexts, the magician often appears to artists, entrepreneurs, spiritual seekers, or anyone standing at the edge of an idea that wants to become real. It's the archetype of the manifestor, someone who makes things happen. The card says, the time for preparation is over. Trust what you know. Use what you have. Begin. The magician is not about waiting. It's about doing. It asks you to step up and make your mark, even if it feels risky, even if the outcome isn't guaranteed, because true magic begins the moment you act on belief. So take a breath. Stand grounded. Point to the sky. Then bring that vision down to earth. You are the magician now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might be starting their own magical journey.